The faithful journey of Ruth. A barren field under a gray sky. Naomi stands beside her daughters-in-law, Ruth and Orpah. Their faces are marked by grief as the wind blows gently, stirring their garments. Naomi turns to Ruth and Orpah, her voice heavy with sorrow. Naomi, my daughters, the Lord has dealt bitterly with me. I left Bethlehem full, but the Lord has brought me back empty. My husband and sons are gone. You have shown me great kindness, but I can give you nothing in return. Go back to your own people, to your mother's homes. May the Lord deal kindly with you as you have with me and the dead. May he grant you rest and new husbands. Orpah embraces Naomi, tears streaming down her face. Orpah, I will never forget you, Naomi. May the Lord watch over you. She turns and walks away, her figure retreating into the distance. Ruth, however, clings to Naomi's arm. Naomi, Ruth, follow your sister-in-law. Go back to your people and your gods. What do you have to gain by staying with me? Ruth's eyes glisten with unshed tears, but her voice is resolute. Ruth, do not urge me to leave you or turn back. Where you go, I will go. Where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord deal with me severely, if even death separates us. Naomi gazes at Ruth, deeply moved. She finally nods, and together they begin their journey to Bethlehem, their silhouettes framed by the setting sun. The scene transitions to Bethlehem, bustling with activity. The townspeople murmur as Naomi and Ruth arrive, their garments dusty from travel. Woman 1. Is this Naomi? She looks so different. Woman 2. Could it be? But where is Elimelech? Where are her sons? Naomi overhears and turns to the women, her face a mixture of pain and defiance. Naomi, do not call me Naomi, which means pleasant. Call me Mara, for the Almighty has made my life very bitter. I went away full, and the Lord has brought me back empty. Ruth watches silently, standing close to Naomi, her loyalty evident. Wide shot, Ruth gleaning in a barley field, her hands working tirelessly to gather leftover grain. Sweat glistens on her brow as she straightens up, looking around the vast field. Boaz, a kind-looking man with a commanding presence, watches her from a distance. He approaches his foreman. Boaz, who is this young woman? Foreman, she is the Moabite who returned with Naomi. She asked to glean behind the harvesters. She has worked tirelessly from morning until now. Boaz nods and walks toward Ruth. She notices him and straightens up, slightly nervous. Boaz, listen, my daughter. Do not go and glean in another field. Stay here with my servant girls. I have ordered the men not to touch you, and when you are thirsty, drink from the water jars they have filled. Ruth bows deeply, her expression one of gratitude and humility. Ruth, why have I found favor in your eyes, my lord? I am a foreigner. Boaz, I have heard of all you have done for Naomi since the death of your husband, how you left your people and your land to come here. May the Lord repay your work and reward you richly for seeking refuge under his wings. Ruth's eyes glisten with tears. Later, as she works, Boaz instructs his workers quietly. Boaz, to workers, let her glean among the sheaves and pull out some stalks for her on purpose. Do not rebuke her. Evening, Ruth returns home with an abundance of grain, her face alight with joy. Naomi, sitting by the fire, looks up in surprise. Naomi, my daughter, where did you glean today? May the man who took notice of you be blessed. Ruth places the grain down and sits beside Naomi, recounting her day. Ruth, his name is Boaz. Naomi's eyes widen, her face lighting up for the first time in days. Naomi, Boaz? He is a close relative, one of our kinsman redeemers. The Lord has not forsaken his kindness to the living and the dead. My daughter, stay in his fields. He will protect you. Nighttime, Ruth and Naomi sit by the fire. Naomi speaks, her tone thoughtful. Naomi, my daughter, it is time to seek rest for you, that it may be well with you. Boaz will be winnowing barley tonight at the threshing floor. Wash, anoint yourself, and put on your best clothes. Go to him, but do not make yourself known until he has finished eating and drinking. When he lies down, uncover his feet and lie there. He will tell you what to do. Ruth nods, her expression calm yet determined. Night scene. Ruth approaches the threshing floor quietly. She finds Boaz asleep, uncovers his feet, and lies down. Boaz stirs, startled, and sits up. Boaz, who are you? Ruth, I am Ruth, your servant. Spread your garment over me, for you are a redeemer. Boaz's expression softens, and he smiles gently. Boaz, may the Lord bless you. You have shown greater kindness now than before. I will do as you ask, but there is another closer in line. Rest until morning, and I will settle the matter. Morning, Boaz stands at the city gate, addressing the elders and the closer relative. Boaz, Naomi is selling the land of Elimelech. You have the first right to redeem it, but if you do, you must also marry Ruth, the Moabite widow. The relative hesitates, shaking his head. Relative, I cannot jeopardize my inheritance. You may redeem it. Boaz removes his sandal as a sign of the transaction. The elders nod in agreement. Joyful scene. Ruth and Boaz's wedding celebration. Naomi watches, her face radiant with joy. Later, Ruth holds a baby boy, Obed, while Naomi cradles him, her eyes filled with tears of happiness. Naomi softly, the Lord has restored me. Blessed be his name. Naomi, Ruth, Boaz, and baby Obed, framed against the golden fields of Bethlehem, a symbol of redemption and faith. For more video like this, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching.